You need a taste of your own medicine, 'cause I'm sick to death to swallow it. Watch me rake the real like you, feel like you, act like nothing's real like you. So just admit, it might sting a bit. Some people are a lot like clouds, you know, 'cause they're so much brighter when they go. Hello, and in today's video we are doing Premier League predictions for match day number 16 of the 2021-22 season. Hang on, no, not just that. We're also doing match day number 17 predictions because, again, I don't believe it. There are midweek matches. It is crazy. Hang on, just wait a sec. Let me calculate this mathematically. Should we do match week 18 predictions as well? Why not? Whilst we're here. Unbelievable. Let's see if we've got time. Probably won't. But anyway, the point is the thick and fast games are unrelentless. But let's start by reflecting on match week 15 and what that did for the predictions table. Obviously, right now, like, you got quite a few postponements, so it's not ideal stuff really. 3 games are yet to be confirmed when they will be played. The first one, of course, was Burnley against Tottenham. That was the first game postponed after this new season, but that was just Burnley's fault for not having underground soil heating, or if they did, it wasn't clearly strong enough. Fair enough, it was unlucky. Burnley in the north was snowed in. Chelsea against Arsenal is an interesting one. I think that's something to do with Club World Cup or FA Cup, or I don't know. And then Brighton against Chelsea, I also think that's because of, like, for FA Cup or Champions League or something. I don't know. But anyway, still to be confirmed. But also, now it is Brighton versus Tottenham that has been postponed, which would have been played this Sunday. So that's interesting. Don't put those in your predictions. We'll predict that at a later date. But obviously, if you predicted Burnley Spurs, keep that prediction in mind. It will come back and eventually that'll be scheduled back in. But yeah, very interesting game week. And very good game week for the Predictions League. So, what is it in reverse order? In 8th place, as always, it is SportCat01 with 8 points. Very ironic. 7th place, Chris Welch, 11. In 6th, Pav Kapoor with 12. 5th, Footy Tom with 15. 4th, Pocklock Football, still on 21. And in 3rd, with a very, very solid 39 points, after a very good 14 points this week, it is DK Jones. Well done, mate. You had a good week, and obviously you've gone up to 39 there. But what is the gap from 2nd to 1st? In 2nd is yourself, Roberto the Hornet, and I'm on an overall total of 144. Pretty decent stuff. We got ourselves a very, very good 16 points. So beating DK there, and getting a very good 144. So that's in 2nd, but still not enough to beat the predictions king. That is the Dugout Football Channel, Douglas. What a week! I had an absolute wonderful week, and he had an even better week with 22 points. So that puts him now on. He was originally on 153. That puts him now on 175. Going into match week 16's fixtures. Unbelievable stuff. So if you want to join that predictions league, get involved, get your score predictions down below, and I will shout out the best ones in a future video. But we will try and basically just blast through this. So as you heard, that was the song of the week, Medicine by Bring Me the Horizon. The theme of the week is the Bee Movie, and the reason for that, the Hornets are at the home of the Bees, the Brentford Community Stadium, on Friday night. So that's nice Friday night football to kick off the weekend in style, hopefully. But also the fact that, we've just seen a lot of stuff about global warming recently, and we've got to remember bees are very important. Obviously hornets are better because it's just a silly question really, but bees are important. They do provide a lot for our planet. Got to think about the environmental factors here, but not being funny, the bees can take an L this week against the mighty Hornets. But anyway, the point is, that is the theme, and the phrase of the week, buzzing with happiness. That's the phrase. We're just going for it, basically. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Sting, sting, sting. Could there be that sting in the tail this week? Let's find out. But we are starting off with Brentford against Watford. What am I backing for the Golden Boys to kick off this Premier League weekend? Well, look, we've been so good the last few weeks in terms of performance-wise. We need to now turn that into points when it matters against the beatable teams. In terms of team news going into this one, obviously, we've had a very unlucky run of injuries. Also, Dennis, he's been in amazing form, but we worry that he might get taken to AFCON. However, when Nigeria published it, he wasn't in the... They haven't published the 20-man squad, so he probably won't be, or 28 or something, but he was in the 40. So let's find out. But Messina injury still out after that Chelsea game. He'll only be out for a short period though, so that's good. He had a scan and that revealed a minor thigh strain. And we also see Ken Sema, he's returned to full training, which is really good. He could be back in action after a knee problem. So he could at least be on the bench in that matchup. Also, Sia Rauta's building up his fitness after the hamstring injury, which has ruled him out. And he's began to join training. Hopefully, will be part of sessions at London Colney next week. And yeah, that's basically it. The other absentees, obviously, is Ismaila Sarr. He's still out, and he probably will miss the AFCON for Senegal. Also, Sia Rauta is partnered with his centre-back defensive problems with the unfortunate Nkulu, but he should be back, hopefully, not too far away. So yeah, we have got a lot of injuries. Obviously, Ben Foster's still one of them. So Bachmann was superb against Manchester City. Let's see if he can get us our first clean sheet of the season. It's going to be tough, but you got to remember, Brentford have got a lot of players out injured. Well, first of all, they've got Canos suspended. They've also got injuries for David Raya and also for Christopher Aye, and also even Tony, or Ivan Tony, I should say, Tony the Tiger, as some people call him, is out injured, and he's their talisman. Brian Mbeumo is going to be the main threat, though, for that game on Friday, and we also need to be careful about their marauding fullbacks, like your likes of Rico Henry. It will be interesting. Brentford are a good team this season. They can beat anyone, and it's the sort of match we could probably bottle it because of the fact that, you know, it's tough conditions. Brentford, they're just one of those teams that fight for every point, and we need to do the same. But I back ourselves on recent performances, just that it's one of those matches. So let's see, but I'm going to go for the Hornets victory. I just think it's time we kept a clean sheet. We want to score more goals, hopefully, but I think they will come with more wins. Let's see if we can just have a foundation to build from first. So we'll say Brentford 0, Watford 1. Yawns! And the only goal from Joshua King on 57 minutes, assisted by Cucho Hernandez, who possibly might be back in the team. I think it's difficult with him and Pedro. Pedro's been quite decent. He's not done a lot wrong to get him out of the team, but you know, Cucho was good against City. But it's whether we make those changes. Are we going to be that cutthroat? It's a difficult one. Anyway, moving on, we have got Arsenal versus Southampton, and this is another interesting matchup. I certainly think this is a game that Arsenal shouldn't take too lightly. You know, they were very, very sloppy against Everton, did not deserve anything from that game, and you know, they took the lead before half-time after that Odegaard goal. He's in good form, but you know, it was a very lucky one considering the disallowed Richarlison goal, and then Richarlison got denied again. I mean, he was thinking it was not going to be his night, basically, but third time's the charm, and look, it's a victory for Everton on Arteta's former ground of Everton. So I think Arsenal will actually struggle against Southampton. Southampton are quite good on their day, but they will get the result, I think, Arsenal, just about. They'll make it nervy, as they often do. But we are going to predict in this one an Arsenal victory, and we're going to end up saying Arsenal 2, Southampton 1. And goal scorers here, I think we could see a penalty save, actually, from Ramsdale, because you know, Southampton's penalties haven't been awarded frequently enough, so that's a missed penalty by Adam Armstrong. But then Southampton do take the lead in the end, and it's going to be through Nathan Redmond. But then the goals for Arsenal, I'm saying, going to come from, first of all, it is a little bit of not going to be fit for the game, Smith Rowe. Instead, his former, well, not former, but his, you know, fellow youngster teammate, it is Bukayo Saka. And the second goal for Arsenal, another tough one. But we're going to go for a little bit of, let's say, Odegaard. Again, unbelievable. Anyway, now we move on to the matchup between Palace and Everton. Yeah, I think this is the sort of game Palace could lose. I just think Palace recently have been really disappointing. Obviously, they've had injuries to your likes of MacArthur. and Edouard's been out of the side for a few weeks, and they've just not been looking that good as we know they can play. So that's a bit of an issue for Palace. And Everton come into this off the back of a very good win, a much needed win after the morale was pretty low. What a goal from Demarai Gray. I mean, maybe the commentary from Martin Tyler was a bit overexcited. Whoa, whoa! But yeah, no, it was a great goal, fair enough. I think that recently Everton have just not been putting in the performances. So look, they still need DCL back. There's no denying that. Richarlison was so unlucky in the game to not get more, but he did eventually get that header. So I think he will actually score again here, Richarlison, but I don't think it'll be enough to beat this Palace side, who, as I said, have been quite poor, but I just think they're quite resilient as well. So we'll go for a very cagey affair here. Palace 1, Everton 1. And Palace to score first, and it's going to be through Wilfried Zaha. And then the goal for Everton, we're going to predict it comes in the end from, I love the build-up, it's Michael Keane. Now, we've got the matchup between Norwich and Manchester United. I'm saying a Manchester United drubbing. Sorry, Norwich fans, I know you've improved recently, but I just think United are starting to click now with Ralph Rangnick at the helm. Look, good win against Palace. They could have had way more than that. Palace should have scored through Jordan Ayew, but I just think United will, with these fixtures, get more confident. And look, Norwich, they are the whipping boys of the Prem. I know that they have been improved. They have been getting points, but defensively still so poor. And Ronaldo is Ronaldo. Sue! I'm saying Norwich City 0, Manchester United 4. And goal scorers, 2 from Cristiano Ronaldo. What a legend. And another assist for Ronaldo. And that assist will be for the goal scored by Manchester United's midfielder Bruno Fernandes. So you got some Portuguese link up there. And the final goal for Manchester United, I'm going to go for a little bit of Victor Lindelof. Now, it is a matchup between the teams of Chelsea and Leeds. This is a match where I think Chelsea will get the result, but it won't be easy going. Leeds will push them hard. Bamford's back from injury, and he will score again. He is on fire. Your defence is terrified. Chelsea defensively not been great recently, but it's still a very good, strong team. They could easily keep a clean sheet, but I'm saying it's going to be a 2-1 Chelsea win, actually. I'm going to go with that, I think. Makes sense. Now, Bamford to score first, but the goals for Chelsea, Rudiger, who's been just so good recently, and the second goal for Chelsea, it's another tough one, but Lukaku, he's back fit now, hopefully, so I'm going to say he gets the second for the Blues. Now it is a matchup between Burnley and West Ham United, and what am I saying for this? Well, West Ham can win this, or Burnley could win this. It's very, very open. Chris Wood, he's still lethal. Burnley haven't been playing a lot of games because of their Spurs game postponed, but look, they are going to be fully fit and ready to go. West Ham, they're massive, and they're scoring goals. I think, look, Spurs probably, the game against Spurs would have been interesting, I think, for Burnley, but this is a tough one for Burnley. I think West Ham will get the victory. Burnley won, though, in the match, I think it was last season. Maybe I'm mistaken. I still think West Ham will win this time. Burnley 1, Tottenham 3. And goal scorers, I think one from Jared Bowen, who's been in fantastic form. Another from Michail Antonio, who's also fantastic. And a third goal for West Ham from Vladimir Coufal. Even though I said, I'm sticking with 3-1. The goal for Burnley, though, I think will be Chris Wood. Now it is the matchup between Leicester and Newcastle. Now this is an interesting one. I think Leicester actually will struggle here. The other question is, will it go ahead? But they have played in that Europa League match. Obviously, there have been a few cases of COVID there. Not so much, I suppose, at the Spurs as much as the Spurs one, which is why it was called off. But still, an interesting game. I think Newcastle, if they do get ahead with this match, they will struggle. But watch out for Callum Wilson, who's been doing it against Leicester before. I'll say Leicester City 2, Newcastle United 0. I just think Leicester eventually have to keep a clean sheet. The first one eventually until since match week 1. And this goals will come first of all through James Maddison and then Harvey Barnes. And then it's the match between City and Wolves. Now remember, this was the game Wolves shocked City a few seasons back. Adama Traore on the break, lethal. But City are in form. Gundogan is a beast basically. Bernardo Silva is a legend. Like, they're a great team right now, and you shouldn't back against them. But I'm saying it's City 3, it's Wolves 0. And we're going for goal scorers. Bernardo Silva again. Another goal for Gabriel Jesus, and a goal for João Cancelo. And it's now a matchup between Liverpool and Aston Villa. And of course, it's Stevie G returning to Anfield for the first time as a new Premier League manager in the dugout. Look, it's going to be a great clash. Klopp against Gerrard. They're probably going to have some touchline antics. It's going to be great. I don't mean antics because they'll probably respect each other, but it's just they'll admire each other and it'll be great to see them head to head. But I think this Villa team have been improved under Gerrard for sure. We saw though versus City, they can get punished and look, they can come back into the game. Watkins with another goal. Watkins has scored a lot v Liverpool in the past, but I don't think he'll do it this time. I just think Villa are not scoring the goals that they need to away from home, whereas they are doing it at home. Obviously, good win against Palace, but I'm not sure. This is just too difficult. Liverpool to win this by 4-0. And goal scorers here, Trent Alexander-Arnold free kick, then another Mo Salah goal, then a goal from Jota, and finally, it is a little bit of Joel Matip. Now it's the matchup between Brighton. Oh no, I'm joking. It's postponed. Now, moving on to match week number 17. We are going to predict the matches that are Brentford against Manchester United. What are we saying? It's a Brentford win for sure. No, I'm joking. United to win by 1-0. Only goal. It's that man again, Ronaldo. Norwich v Villa. Look, this is going to be a game. Norwich are going to grind a result out. I just feel it. They're at home again, but United is just much less easy for that game. Villa, yeah, I know what I just said about Gerrard, but this is a kind of interesting 6-pointer. I think it'll be a difficult game for Norwich to get something out of, but they will do it. Norwich 1, Villa 1. We're not going to go with goal scorers. Actually, yeah, we'll go for it. Pukki and then McGinn. Now it's City v Leeds, and I'm going to go for a Man City win, but I'm not going to say a drubbing. I think Leeds will try and keep it tight, even though Phillips is out. We'll say City 2, Leeds 0. De Bruyne is back, and he will score, and then also a goal for Raheem Sterling. Now, Brighton v Wolves, we're saying another draw. These teams always draw, it seems like. 1-1 again. We'll say the goal for Brighton. You look, they're going to be refreshed after missing Spurs. It's going to be a goal from Morpie. And then Wolves goal, it's going to be a little bit of, Adama Traore. Burnley Wolves, obviously, sorry, not Burnley Wolves. Burnley Watford is the game after that. 15th of December, tough game. It's always tough to go to Burnley. But if we can beat Brentford and then have a bit of momentum, look, let's see what we can do. I'm saying Burnley 0, Watford 2. And goal scorers here, we're going to go for a cheeky little bit of Juraj Kutska and a second goal for Watford from that man again. It's Joshua King. Now, Palace v Southampton. This is another tough game to predict, but I'm just going to edge towards Southampton. Palace 0, Southampton 1. The only goal, James Ward-Prowse. Then Arsenal v West Ham. I'm going to back an Arsenal win. I think actually I'm going to back an Arsenal clean sheet. Though this would be a surprise, I think it will happen. Arsenal 2, West Ham 0. And fantastic goals coming on the day from a little bit of Smith Rowe, back from injury, and also Aubameyang. And then it's Leicester versus Spurs, but is there even any worth predicting this? Both teams have got COVID cases. I'm going to leave it, and unless it gets, carried on, I'll say a 2-1 Leicester win. Vardy and Kane and Maddison, but it probably won't happen. Chelsea-Everton, saying a 2-0 Chelsea because they're strong at home. Rudiger with a goal, and also there a goal for a little bit of Callum Hudson-Odoi. And then we've got Liverpool-Newcastle, the game with all the goals from the history of the Premier League. And I'm backing a Liverpool victory, but Newcastle will get on the score sheet through a little bit of Alain Saint-Maximin. Liverpool 3, Newcastle 1. Newcastle score first through that man, Gucci guy. Liverpool get the goals though from, first of all, Mohamed Salah. Then it's going to be an outsider's choice, but let's go for it. Why not? A little bit of Divock Origi. No, I'm joking. He's not outside. He's a beast. But no, the second goal for Liverpool instead is going to be a little bit of Naby Keita. If he's fit, if he's not, then I'll just go with James Milner. If he's not fit, then I'll just go with, I don't know. there's running out of players. I'll just say, it's probably better to just stick with the second goal for Liverpool coming from Andy Robertson. And the final goal for Liverpool to make it 3-1, it's going to be another defender goal, Van Dijk with a bullet header. Thanks for watching my Premier League Match Week 16 and 17 predictions. We'll try and get the Match Week 18 predictions done at a later date. Obviously, I've only got so much time, but thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.